What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? Wrath2501 here. Okay, so this is something not specifically requested, but it looked interesting, and so I wanted to do it. Okay, this is SCP-096 versus SCP-106, and the Shy Guy versus the Old Man. And this is by SCP Illustrated, and I really do like a lot of the stuff they do. It's just really, really cool. So, we're gonna see if we can get this party started. What the hell is, my god. I really gotta work on saving up to get my damn computer upgraded, that's for damn sure. This stupid thing. Anyway. Okay, so, yeah, okay, there we go, it's working now. Okay, SCP Illustrated. Alright, so let's go. Yes? No? Working? Maybe? Possibly? Okay, there we go. Yeah, loading. I really like the way they do this. This is a very awesome, intro.
Good day, everyone, and welcome back to SCP Illustrated, Entry Log 86. It's been a while, but here I am at last with another video.
Nice.
Today we're going to be taking a look at an encounter between SCP-096 and SCP-106. Now, this is not an official cross-testing experiment. This encounter was written by myself and Dr. Sumerian for the purposes of
this still
this
sounds
video.
pretty awesome. I still say the SCP stuff will make an amazing show.
And all future 096 test videos should be considered as SCP tales rather than official SCP documents. Now, this is an SCP battle, and this video does contain extremely strong violence, blood, gore, flaying, and scenes of
filleting.
Without further ado, let's begin.
Blood, gore, filleting.
The following data release has been authorized by the following council
members:
members
Fishy, Montgomery, Dr. Crystal Spice. What?
Site. Full site containment breach.
Whoa.
Junior researcher Dr. Whittier. Recovery and recontainment note. SCP-096.
SCP-096 has been successfully returned to its containment cell. The trolley system was required to return SCP-096 to its containment cell as it assumed the fetal position and refused to stand up. In the same corridor that SCP-096 was located, evidence of SCP-106's gruesome properties were discovered on the floors and walls. It is noteworthy that SCP-096 showed significantly elevated levels of stress when bypassing surfaces affected by SCP-106's gruesome properties.
Oh, really?
The old man looked at the fallen researcher with a smirk. The meal crawled away from him slowly, whimpering as it did so. It stopped for just a moment to look at the old man, and the smirk turned into a wide grin that nearly reached back to his ears.
Creepy.
This would be delicious.
Then
the door ahead of them opened. A pale, gangly figure plodded forward with unnaturally long arms raised to its face. The sound of crying was faintly audible above the whimpering of the researcher between them.
Baby.
The crying thing lifted its head and met the old man's gaze, and everything changed. The crying got louder and then became screaming. The old man let the emotions wash over him. Shame, pain, sadness, finally rage. The figure dropped its hands and then its jaw opened wide, then wider still. The old man caught the slight crackle of bone as the jaw descended and reached halfway down this creature's chest.
Whoa.
The thing's eyes were little more than slits now. Tears streamed down its face and a scream echoed off the walls.
Dude, I like the background scream, you know, that's creepy.
Straight at him. The old man smirked and gave a slight chuckle before lifting his arms, as if about to embrace an old friend. The thing slammed into him with an impossible force. The old man felt the arms grab at him as it lifted him off his feet from the impact. The old man hit the floor and then sank into it. The creature loosened its grip as it sank into the floor as well. It tried to scramble away, but the old man plunged his hand into the creature's abdomen. Organs and muscle liquefied as he fished around for the creature's spine. Then the old man gripped it and pulled the creature down into the darkness.
Nice.
The old man
Let
smiled
them
as he
fight.
watched the figure hit the stone floor of his dimension. It looked around confused and angry before returning to its docile form. The old man removed the floor beneath it and watched it clutching frantically at the darkness. It fell onto jagged rocks that sliced into its skin. Then he crushed it between two walls before letting it come to a rest. It was on its knees, panting and bleeding, but alive. This thing was unusually resilient,
Yeah.
but it was afraid. It was lost. It was ashamed. There was only one thing to do about that. The old man willed away the labyrinth and dropped the figure into a new hell.
Mirrors? Okay, it dropped him into D-Day.
Razor wire stretched across the field and away to the horizon in both directions. Artillery flashed in the distance,
Yeah, D-Day.
and then again as the shots landed nearby in and around the trenches. Planes strafed those trenches with machine gun fire. The rain and hail beat the earth, flooding everything. There were bodies piled high along the trenches, some living and screaming for relief, for their mothers, for mercy. Fires burned and
Okay,
lightning
World War
snaked
One
across
then,
the
not
sky.
World War Two.
The creature hit the earth with a wet thud. It tried to stand and the rain caused the mud to slide off its form. The ground was rocked by an explosion and it was thrown into a trench, landing with a splash in a mix of filth and blood. It staggered to its feet and began moving through the trench, crying as the rain scoured its skin. The old man willed the razor wire to wrap around the figure and pulled it taut. He watched in glee as the blood flowed freely, adding to the river of filthy water that was flowing in the trench. However, he heard no cries of pain.
Yeah, that's not
He
going
waved
to do
a hand
anything.
and the razor wire began whipping the figure on the back, tearing off layer after layer until the lengths of ripped flesh hung down to its knees, exposing the bone beneath. Still, no cries of pain.
Not going to work.
He released the
doesn't
creature,
give a
which
shit.
dropped to its knees and began crying again. This was not enough. Another bomb impacted behind it and threw it off its feet. The hard rain stopped for a moment as dozens of artillery shells exploded all at once around them. The creature's skin bubbled away and its blood boiled. It was still not enough.
Nope.
He dropped earth on it. He buried it under blood and bones and metal. The old man could see it pulling its way through the mud. Ghostly soldiers with no faces began appearing as the figure pulled itself free. They jeered and tormented the creature. They struck it with their rifles and plunged their bayonets deep into its body. The old man watched on as the charred flesh began to fall away, revealing fresh skin beneath.
He
The
just
soldiers
heals
dragged
itself.
the creature up the walls of the trench and strapped it with razor wire to a length of wood. They flayed the skin from its legs, slowly making their way up, whistling the song "It's a Long Way to Tipperary." Each piece of flesh was tossed back into the trench, where it slowly succumbed to rot and maggots. The old man's eyes rolled back,
Still doesn't do
and he
nothing.
raised a hand to the sky. Just then, a colossal bird made of feathers and bones and metal descended from the clouds and moved across the sky. A massive eye opened on the bird's stomach, looking down at the battlefield. Torrents of blood began to flow out of the trapped creature's mouth towards the eye, choking off the moans and cries. As time passed, more blood flowed out of its wounds, its eyes and its fingernails. Lightning illuminated the makeshift altar.
It
and
didn't
the
react
dark
to the
blood
eyeball
and
looking
red
at it, though?
fluid
That's
drifted
kind of weird.
lazily into the sky. The figure fell limp as the bird thing finally finished its passage. The old man approached the figure. It was barely breathing. The thing's taut, rotten flesh fell off it like wet paper. In a second, the old man was rising up through the floor of the Foundation facility once more, dragging the lifeless corpse of the creature with him. The old man dumped it on the floor and looked down. It was slowly starting to grow new flesh. New blood spilled from what veins had begun to heal. The thing had curled up in the fetal position, crying to itself. He kneeled in front of it, but the figure refused to look at him. The old man grinned widely once more, and left it to its weeping.
So it didn't do shit to him. But it's weird. Once he pulled it into its dimension, it seemed to give up its seemingly relentless attempts to kill whatever had seen it.
And that concludes the encounter between SCP-106 and SCP-096. You know, sometimes people give 096, 173 and 682 too much credit, I think. They may be immortal and all-powerful and all that jazz, but
They're not
106 has the
all-powerful.
power to create his own dimension, and he controls what goes on in there. Poor Shy Guy had no chance of standing against a god in his own universe. Anyway,
Man.
I hope you've enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you did.
The
Huge
thing is, though,
thanks
he
to
like
Dr.
he didn't
Sumerian
even make
for
the
writing
attempt.
this
He didn't
alongside
do
me.
anything.
I definitely could not have done it without his help. Please go check out his channel for loads of amazing SCP content that covers many things besides SCP stories and tales. Next time I will be doing a quick video on the K-class scenarios while I get in some more practice with the new drawing monitor. I will get that up and ready for you sometime next week, most likely. Be sure to follow all the social media outlets for information on new video releases and other updates. If you don't want to wait that long though for new stuff, then consider joining the Patreon. You get exclusive sketches and videos, request your own sketches, early access to every video, your name in all the videos, audio collaboration.
I would become a patron to a lot of people,
much more.
but I'm poor.
And
so.
thank you to Dragon, Daniel Scott, Dr. Beans,
Wow,
Andrew M.
$100, huh?
Carito, Ravenclaw
Crystal,
Angel,
Dr. Crystal Spice. Oh,
Meownahi,
those are the patrons.
Jet
Mr.
E-Boy,
Fishy,
Rex,
Montgomery,
Generals Alert,
Calabara,
Curva Gaming, Christopher,
Dr. Rex,
JT Walker,
Brady
Cherryberry,
Sign.
SCP-106A, Rick Trex.
Okay, is he just gonna be reading names this whole time? Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's that. Alright, so that was SCP-096 versus SCP-106. Both sixes, I guess. Anyway, there have been requests for me to do more SCP stuff, and I do love the SCP Illustrated. Tats Top Videos has some amazing SCP stuff, but their videos are very, very long. Okay? So, I tend not to do them, alright? Sorry about that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this look into other people's views on the SCP stuff. I love the SCP universe, and I love all the different things they can do with it. You know, and I just think it sucks. I know there was some sort of big, crap that was going down in Russia because somebody had actually claimed copyright ownership of either some or all of the SCP stuff in Russia, and that's bullshit. That pissed me off. That people are just so freaking greedy. They try to steal from others like that. It's just really it's this big great thing that the community loves, and you try to destroy it with your greed and selfishness. You prick. Anyway. So, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to click on the link to the original down in the description, get down to SCP Illustrated and subscribe to them. Don't forget to subscribe to me and share this video on social media. Help both channels grow. And I really do hope I bring more traffic and more hype to all the channels who I do reactions to. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.